You finally got up. I think you have been in, I don't know what you call it, in a stupor for 2 days, not moving. And now you're all perky, getting your bath, and it's early yet, and it's supposed to get warm enough today to let you outside. Yes, it is. What do you think of those apples? Are you ready to go outside today? Huh? Are you? Are you ready? Are you ready to go outside? Oh, you look so pretty this morning. And I did it again. I've done this over and over again. So I checked out the substrate again, being that it's spring and being that when the warmer weather comes and you don't use as much heat in your terrarium and you continue to water like you did through the winter, guess what happens? You're going to have too wet of substrate. And I think that's why I drove Sparky to this other end that he hardly ever hangs out in. So what I was doing today, I'm adding some more eco earth, some fresh eco earth. And I had my rubber gloves on and I was turning the soil and feeling it and making sure there was no standing water because that'll cause you fungus, gnats, and a bunch of headache. And I noticed I did it again. I just had it too wet. And so now I'm going to let it dry. So now I'm going to let it dry out for at least a couple days, maybe longer, until it's just moist again and not wet. So what happened, all this area in through here, I took out some of the really big spider plants like I always do in the spring. And I've showed you another video. I have them in, I pot them in really big pots. And anyhow, all through here now, I put some fresh eco earth through here. And to build up the soil, because what happens is these spider plants, when you take them out and the roots and all, your substrate starts to go down. You lose a lot of substrate. So I needed to add some to this area. So what I did was I took 3 eco earth blocks. And that's what this is here. And you soak it in water. And once it gets hydrated enough, you can break it apart and then you have your substrate. Well, anyhow, it recommends to use 4 quarts of water to 1 block. Don't do that. It's too much water, and it's even too much water. I don't know what they're thinking of. It's still too much water because you can see that standing water there on this eco earth from using 3 quarts per block. I had 9 quarts of water to 3 blocks of eco earth. Still too much. So I've got to make a notation on that. And the next time I'm going to keep dropping it down until it absorbs all the water and you don't have this mess. Now, because I have this extra standing water in here, you have to take, I've got the rubber gloves here, and I just take and squeeze out excess water as best I can. But even so, it's going to take a while for the substrate that I have put in, the eco earth that I put in his habitat. It's going to take a while for it to dry out. So I won't be watering for a while. So I'm just going to add him a fresh top layer of substrate, and I'm not changing out this 3 foot by 8 foot. Again, this year I'm going to add fresh. I'm going to turn the soil. It's only 1 turtle in this big habitat, and I just haven't had any trouble. I mean, there's all kinds of roly-poly sow bugs, little red worms. So I guess that's about it, guys. You ready to go? Are you? You ready to go outside with the birdies? Okay. And I've got Sparky some scrambled eggs here with a tiny little bit of green onions chopped in. And so what I did was I made very, very tiny little piece of the egg. I know that's going to look bigger. And then I took a tiny little piece of chicken, and he's just hungry enough this morning that he has gotten a little bit of the egg in with that. He didn't that time, but Sparky is pretty darn clever. And see, this rock helps to keep the beak from being overgrown. Sparky's is a little bit overgrown, but I recommend not having it ground down if at all possible, unless they can't eat, unless there's really big issue.
Huh?
I'm filming. You see there, he got it mixed with the substrate. And I wanted to show you what I do as a reminder. Like if I bring Sparky out first and not his water and his water dish, this is a reminder as I come out and check on him that I have not put the water out. So anyhow, I just did that to show you guys. And then when I bring the water out, I take that off. But the best bet is to just go ahead and get that water dish in the terrarium or in the outside pen before you bring your turtle out. That's the best bet. Right, Sparky? Are you hiding in there in your jungle? Are you hiding in your jungle? Because he checks, he will go over there and he'll check, make sure that water dish is there, won't you, Sparky? You'll check. You make sure that everything's copacetic, don't you? So this is his jungle, guys. This is his two huge, gigantic hostas in a small space. I would recommend only one, because as you can see, this takes up 2/3 of Sparky's pen. Are you tired and ready to go night-night, Sparky? Huh? Are you? Are you tired, puppy? I think you're ready to go to sleep. Sparky, today is May the 21st, 2017. And are you stretching out that back leg? You giving it a big stretch? Now,